Hi and welcome back. I hope you're all well. I'm up at the storage again just to come and check on the van as I do every week, and this week I thought I'd just show you, on my last video somebody mentioned some of the storage things that I've got in the caravan, so I just thought I'd show you one of those. I have been meaning to do this video for quite a while but just not got around to doing it. Now if you're like us, when we store our caravan over the winter months, when we don't use it unfortunately, we will get out at winter at some point, I assure you, we have to store all the bedding, the awning and all the bits and bobs that are caravan related in the caravan, simply because we haven't got the room in our house at home to store everything. I would love a separate room at home that could be just filled with caravan paraphernalia, and to be honest with you, we'd probably fill it, because what we've started to do when we go away is actually only take the things that we need for that trip. And I got this idea from a lot of people do it, but it was Rich from Legs Down that mentioned it, that he only takes what he needs on that trip. So what we tend to do before we go away, we kind of think about what the things we're going to need on our holiday, and what we need to take and what we don't need to take, and we'll leave what we don't need to take at home. It just helps with weights on the caravan. We're not taking as much stuff, it's less loading up to do, so that's a thing we kind of started to do last year, even down to if we didn't think we'd need one of the units that we use in the awning, we'd take that out. So it does help, and we do tend to take quite a few things out when we're not going away. So anyway, back to the storage of the caravan, and we've been using those vacuum bags for a few years. So what we found over the last few years, that the bags that we were using, we'd take, what the process was, we would come up to the caravan, get the things that need to be vacuum packed, take them home, put them into the bags, seal the bag up and suck all the air out with a hoover. Hang on, I got told off for this a while ago. Not the hoover, the Dyson. Completely different things, like back to where I was. So we took all the air out with the Dyson and then bring all the bags back up here and store them. Now I'd come up a few weeks later and check the van, and the bags have got air inside them again. So the ones that we'd been using for a few years, the seals were not that good and they didn't seal too well. So I said to Angela before Christmas, what I'm going to do is I'm going to order some new bags and then we can use them up at the caravan, because the ones we had were failing. So I'll show you what we've ordered, and they are the best ones we've ever had. I'm not being paid for this. This is not an endorsed video or whatever. These are just sharing what we've got up at the caravan and that it works, and we think they're okay. So we found the best part of the bags that we've ordered, as I said before, we used to take all the stuff home and then use the Dyson to get the air out. But this one comes with a pump. Do you call it a pump because it sucks the air out? Does it still pump? I suppose it does, doesn't it, really? Anyway, so it's got a screw thread on there, and you put that onto the bag, and then you can use this to take all the air out. So there's no messing about. You can actually use this now. We've thought about this when we go away and we bring the caravan back into storage, maybe, and it's a while before we're going to go out again, maybe a month or so. So we can still use them. We can put the soft furnishings or the duvets and that in these bags, and we can do it up at the caravan rather than taking them home and doing it. So it saves a bit of time, a bit of messing about. So let's have a go at taking the air out of one of these bags. So this is one of the bags. There are 6 within the pack. There are 2 small ones like this, 2 medium sized ones and 2 large ones. I'll put sizes of all the bags in the descriptions below. But what we found is that the seal on these is far better than any other seals that we've had. So obviously you just click it together. I find just clicking it together first easier, and there are 2 seals, one at the top and one at the bottom. So once you've gone along the seal, it has this like plastic clip that you just squeeze and push along the seal, and it just makes it so much easier to seal the bag. These do come off, but you can you can take those off, but we've left those on, and again you just squeeze it and go along the seal to make sure that it's nice and tight. And I can see there that yeah, it is closed up really well, but I do also as well go across the seal just to make sure that is nice and tight, because what was happening before on the other ones, this wasn't too good, and it was leaking air out, and obviously there was air getting into there, which we don't want. It's got this, this is where you take the air out, and there is a cap that goes on there. There's a non-return valve on there, and this cap slides on when you've taken all the air out. So you've got the pump, and this has got a thread on the top there. You screw that onto here like so, and then start pumping away. You can feel as there's more and more air coming out, the pump gets harder and harder to press. So it's kind of an indication that you know you're almost getting there. You're getting rid of all the air. So just unscrew the pump, move the plastic away from there, and then just put the cap on. As you can see, the non-return valve works, there's no air coming out. And then just one thing I have found actually, which you need to make sure, is try and keep this area free, and then you can screw the cap on the top there, and you can normally hear if there's air coming out, but they are, you know, like I say, the best ones we've ever had. So that's all the air out of there. It's nice and compact. There's 2 pillars in there, airtight and ready for storage. So there you go, a solution for storing your soft furnishings up at your caravan. I hope that's been of help to you. As I said, I'm not being paid for this or anything like that. I just thought I'd share it because, like I say, we've had a few in the past years that have been not that good, and these are probably the best ones that we've found. I put a link in the description below. I think they were around about £12 for the 6 bags with the pump, so that's a bargain, I think. So thanks for watching. Please hit like and subscribe. Subscribing helps the channel grow. I was looking the other day on the analytics, and about 25% of people that watch do subscribe, and 75 obviously don't subscribe. But yeah, feel free to subscribe, it is free. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.